As a kid, I wasn't very interested in vinyl at all. You know, I listened to the music around the era, watched TV a little, but didn't really buy. I didn't buy any vinyl. I didn't own a record. So what really started my interest was my father was interested in stereo equipment, and I eventually inherited stereo equipment, which I used at home, or repaired. Actually, repaired the amplifier. And then it was nice timber, nice piece of furniture, Sansui, it was a beautiful piece. And we had a nice turntable. And I was interested in music of the era. And my father's records came down and started picking up various LPs. They were really cheap at the time. They were $1, $2, that sort of thing at Vinnie's. You know, it was nice artwork, interesting. I collect lots of things anyway, and it just seemed to fit in well. So, yeah, just really the stereo equipment, that's what started it, my father. Well, maybe only 5 years. Collecting, I've been collecting since I was 5 years old. So, various things. So, LPs, yeah, not that long. It's resurgence. That's the most surprising thing. The amount of interest there is then. I can understand it, but I've spoken to young people who don't understand it at all. They say, well, hold on, you can go anywhere and just push a button and listen to music. Why would you use vinyl? But for me, it's about that imagery you get on there, the tactile experience. You know, yeah, why young people have flocked to it, I'm not sure. That's really the real surprise. It's the imagery you have on the vinyl itself. You know, it tells you what the person was about, what they were singing about. You can pick it up, feel it. It's that opening up the turntable. It's that tactile experience of pulling the LP out, putting it down, listening to the needle as it kisses the record and starts up. It's just a tactile experience. It's more than just switching on music and listening to it. I listen to music at work, I listen to it in the car. There's nothing like sitting back and flipping through the albums, choosing something, you know, looking at an image there and remembering that from your childhood. There are lots of things which just make it good. Well, digital platforms, I mean, you get quality all the time. It doesn't deteriorate. You know, LPs, they're fragile. They get dirty easily. You know, it takes more cost to actually provide that music to you because, you know, they're running an LP, a player. You need to provide a stylus, and they're quite expensive. What's better is what I've always said. You know, the images you get, the fact you've got something you can look through and touch. You know, if you're just pulling music down online, you lose half that experience. You don't get the visual image of it. You don't get the feel of actually selecting it, putting it on. Those kind of things, you know, really when you listen to music online, you just say, oh, give me this, and it just provides it down. So it provides that tactile, that touch, those other senses which you miss with just listening to music. Mostly markets. Well, I started by buying at Vinnie's. Everyone shops for junk at Vinnie's, and that's where I used to find them. You go in, have a look, flip through the vinyl in Vinnie's. You know, I was working in, when did I first start buying it? Crow's Nest. There's Vinnie's at Crow's Nest, and you just pop in there. They had quite a few albums. Pop in there for $1, away you went. And then markets, a Roselle market, so that's a collectibles predominantly. It was a good place, and it can still be quite affordable in places like that. I don't think Have I ever bought? Yes, I've bought some LPs in antique shops. but very rarely in a shop. Pink Floyd, The Wall, something like that. It's hard to choose. Yeah, I'll go for Pink Floyd, The Wall.